The Old Country is quickly becoming one of the most talked about upcoming games of 2025, and with good reason. After a long period of silence and mounting speculation, 2K and Hangar 13 have finally confirmed that the first gameplay reveal will happen on May 8, 2025, during a special worldwide livestream event. But this won't be just a cinematic trailer or a quick glimpse. Insiders report that the event will showcase raw, uninterrupted gameplay footage as well as a gameplay trailer of some sort, giving fans their very first look at how Mafia The Old Country truly plays. This is significant because it signals real confidence from the developers. In a world where many major games hide their gameplay behind flashy CG trailers until late in development, Hangar 13 appears ready to put their work front and center, and they're doing it fast. The publisher's strategy is to showcase gameplay of their games and then the game's release just a little bit after to keep people hyped. Make sure you like the video now and subscribe. Now let's start right away. From everything we're hearing, the gameplay reveal will cover exploration, gunfights, travel across rugged Sicilian landscapes, and more exciting stuffs they've been working on in the world. And perhaps even more exciting, we'll finally see how the atmosphere, combat systems, the world structure actually come together in motion. For longtime fans of the Mafia series, and for anyone who craves rich narrative-driven games that aren't afraid to slow down and get serious, May 8 is shaping up to be one of the most important dates of the year. The game's release date has also now been locked in. Mafia The Old Country will officially launch on August 8, 2025, exclusively for PlayStation 5, Xbox, and PC. With no support for last-gen hardware, Hangar 13 is going all in on next-gen technology to deliver an experience that's dense, detailed, and atmospheric rather than bloated and sprawling. According to early information, the world structure is semi-open, meaning you won't just have endless empty land but rather highly detailed cities, villages, and countryside locations packed with meaningful things to do and discover. Early descriptions suggest a world filled with period-authentic activities, dynamic encounters, emerging criminal opportunities, and secret side stories that weave naturally into the main narrative. And what's truly standing out already is the level of handcrafted detail. Multiple sources close to the project have spoken about how much time Hangar 13 has spent making every environment feel authentic, lived in, and unique. Streets aren't just copy-pasted assets, they're filled with small stories, historical texture, and environmental storytelling that will reward players who slow down and explore. From handmade villages carved into rocky cliffsides to decaying farmlands and bustling port towns, it sounds like every corner of the Old Country's world has been built with real artistry and passion. That passion extends to the gameplay systems as well, with combat reportedly focusing on slower, deadlier gunfights where cover, timing, and positioning matter far more than reflexes, and where hand-to-hand fights are gritty, desperate, and brutal rather than cinematic or flashy. This is where the Old Country could truly become something special. It's not just another open-world crime game. It feels like Hangar 13 is trying to make something deeply personal, something with weight and purpose. After the strong but sometimes uneven reception to previous Mafia entries, the team seems determined to return to the series' roots, a serious, emotionally charged story in a world that feels both dangerous and believable. Everything from the art design to the mission pacing seems to reflect a commitment to slow burn storytelling, with choices that carry real consequences, and characters who feel layered, human, and flawed. Leaks even suggest that there will be minimal filler, no endless checklists, no generic side quests, but instead a focus on meaningful side activities like smuggling operations, territory disputes, political bribery, and secret dealings that reflect the brutal reality of survival in early 20th century Sicily. Players will have to navigate not just violent rivals but also the economic, social, and political forces that shaped the Mafia's emergence, adding a rare level of depth and nuance to the game's world. According to the official description, The Old Country takes players to the rugged hills, coastal towns, and lawless countryside of early 20th century Sicily, where the foundations of organized crime are being laid in blood. Players will guide Enzo Favara through a brutal journey of survival, loyalty, and ambition as he rises from a desperate outsider to a key figure in a shifting unrelenting underworld, forge alliances, settle vendettas, and navigate a world where power is earned through violence, cunning, and sacrifice. This description fits perfectly with what early insiders have hinted at, a narrative-driven experience where loyalty, betrayal, and survival aren't just window dressing. They're the entire soul of the game, with multiple possible story outcomes based on the player's choices, a handcrafted world rich with hidden stories, and a combat system focused on tension and consequence. The Old Country looks poised to deliver something the gaming landscape desperately needs, a serious, mature, and deeply immersive crime story that respects its players' intelligence. And with the gameplay reveal now just days away, the buzz around Mafia isn't just hype. It's the very real anticipation of a game that might just live up to the legendary standard set by the Mafia name.